championship trophy. But before we think about that, I'm here to help you learn the basics about drag racing. Come on, let me show you the ropes. This is our test track. Here we can try out our vehicles and any setup changes you make in a relatively safe environment. Right now, we compete in stock vehicle drag racing. The idea is fairly simple. Floor the throttle, keep the car straight, don't crash, and be fastest to the finish line. Seems easy, right? It's a little more complicated than that. Don't worry, we'll take you through the steps one by one. First phase of drag racing is the burnout. The goal of a burnout is to heat up the tires and lay down tire rubber on the track to have better grip at the start line. Try to keep your vehicle under control while rolling out. Let's try that again. Brakes. Continue to heat up as they find their grip. To heat up as they find their grip. Now that your tires are warmed up, Okay, now we can begin the staging process. The staging line is where we start the race from. Shift up into forward gear and gently roll forward. Be careful not to stage too deep. If you cross the staging line, it's a jump start. It's instant disqualification. This is what we like to call the Christmas tree. Notice the large row of lights below the staging lights? That will tell you when you can start to floor. When the amber light turns on, that means it's time to react. You got a few tenths of a second before the green light turns on, so hit the throttle as quickly as you can. If you do cross the deep staging line while the amber light is shining, the red light will turn on. The red light signals a disqualification. Once the light turns green, it's go time. Only then can your car cross the staging line. work. The tires are nice and hot. You put down good rubber onto the track. You should have some excellent grip off the start line now. Bingo, you fully crossed the staging line. That is a jump start. No worries, try it again. Careful! Try to keep the car straight. Crashing's expensive, and more importantly, we need you to come back in one piece. Try again. Careful! Try to keep the car straight. Crashing's expensive, and more importantly, we need you to come back in one piece. Try again. Careful, try to keep the car straight. Crashing's expensive, and more importantly, we need you to come back in one piece. Try again. Careful, try to keep the car straight. Crashing's expensive, and more importantly, we need you to come back in one piece. Try again. Careful! Try to keep the car straight. Crashing's expensive, and more importantly, we need you to come back in one piece. Try again. Try to keep your vehicle straight when rolling back. Let's do that one more time. That was a little too early. Fast reaction times are important, but you were a little too eager that time. Give it another try. Careful! Try to keep the car straight. Crashing's expensive, and more importantly, we need you to come back in one piece. Try again. Careful! Try to keep the car straight. Crashing's expensive, and more importantly, we need you to come back in one piece. Try again. smoothly without putting excessive pressure on your... Great work! You made it across the finish line, and you managed to stop your vehicle before hitting the sandbox. Let's head on over to the garage and get you more acquainted with the inside. Welcome to the garage area. This is where you prepare the vehicle for the upcoming race weekend. Your vehicle is divided into different parts, which affect the performance. Let's buy a new part to use in the upcoming race weekend. Because these parts are brand new, they're better quality than your previous ones. They'll also last longer and improve the performance of your vehicle. Feel free to purchase any part that catches your eye. Welcome to your first race weekend. Let me explain how NHRA competition works. Every NHRA championship season is broken up into several different race weekends. During a race weekend, you earn points towards your championship total. The driver with the most points at the end becomes the champion and gets a championship Wally to add to their trophy cabinet. Winning a race weekend not only earns you a Wally, it nets you a decent haul of cash as well. A race weekend consists of 3 days on track. Test races on Friday, qualifiers on Saturday, and elimination races on Sunday. This is the pit. Here we do maintenance between races. Here you can repair low-integrity parts, replace broken parts, or tune the car. Parts will always break down over time in this sport, but mishandling will lead to more issues. So be careful when you're out there on track. You have a set amount of time to make all your repairs and replacements, so make sure you plan accordingly.
The NHRA, that's the National Hot Rod Association, is the largest auto racing sanctioning body in the world. There are over 35,000 licensed competitors. We can see a loss of grip after that burnout attempt. This is the first time we've seen both of these drivers on the track this weekend. Boy, this will be a fear. Those tires are definitely not in the right temperature window. They just can't find grip. That's it for this race, unfortunately. Lane violation. Oh, that is a terrible crash. We've seen some great races already so far this season, and this one was no exception. What a pleasure it is to call this event in front of our loyal NHRA fans. No better fans in the world than NHRA drag racing fans. The grandstands are filling up with NHRA fans, and if you're anything like me, you've been looking forward to this event for some time. Hello, folks. I'm your host, Brian Loans, and I welcome you to another great NHRA Camping World Drag Racing Series event. If you're lucky this weekend, race fans, you can get a chance to run into some of your favorite drivers right down at the midway. Do not be shy. They love taking photos and getting ideas. Are those tires going to be warm enough to get the traction they need off the line? It's the first round of racing here at this event, and we've got a doozy for you, race fans. The right lane driver's losing control while they have enough to get over the line. That small moment caused the loss of control, and the car ended up touching the wall. What a race! Their dragsters will go back to the pits, the engines will be rebuilt, and then it's time to do it all over again in the next round.
Let's go over tuning your vehicle. It may seem like an ultra-powerful machine, but it's also quite delicate. For the car to perform at its best, it has to take many factors into account. You can tune your vehicle to account for these factors in order to get the optimal performance out of your car.
Our founder, Wally Parks, began the NHRA in 1951 from a safe organization for hot rod drag racing. Over 25,000 people signed up for the Both of the drivers made it through the first round, but it's not looking easier from here. Let's see who crosses the finish line. You hate to see a race end in a DQ, but one car has jumped across the line before the green light. Just a reminder that the NHRA offers every single ticket holder and open access to the theater. If you haven't had a chance yet, go take a peek at what these cars look like on the hood, and go watch the shoes. With that centerline violation, we just got an unsatisfying conclusion to today's race. Can you believe what we've just seen? And can you believe that this isn't even the final round? Stay tuned. The next race in this event is right around the corner. I want to give a big thanks to all the staff and volunteers here at the racetrack to make events like these possible. It's very tough to get those tires in the right temperature window for a successful launch. That didn't seem to do the trick. It's the next round of action here, and the pressure is starting to ramp up. Down on track, the drivers are here. The right lane drivers swerving around on cold tires. That cost them some time. We're being spoiled with this race action, ladies and gentlemen. This year's NHRA season just keeps delivering, doesn't it? On behalf of everybody here in the announcing booth, thanks for coming out. We hope to see you at the next NHRA Camping World Series event.
This is the Research and Development Department. Here you can start R&D projects to improve your parts. Pay attention to how much money and time each R&D project will cost. These improvements are permanent and transferable to newly installed parts, so don't worry. You can swap parts as much as you want after an R&D project is complete. Let's start an R&D project. Take your pick.